What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. You'll get attacked by Karen. Yeah, that's right, guys. You don't want to 1v1 Karen herself. She has claws from her time spent in hell where she was a demon, and trust me, she's pretty dangerous. Real talk, though, guys, as soon as this happened today, I was like, I need to get home and make a story time pronto, okay? I ran to my computer with more excitement inside of me than a small child on Christmas. Just absolutely hyped for the fact that what went down. I can't even lie. And yeah, it should be entertaining, so without further ado, let's get into it. Anyways, boys, today started off pretty normal. I woke up pretty early. I always wake up like insanely early. I wake up at 5:30. That's just always when I've woken up. And usually when I wake up, I'll go to the gym or like go on a run or something, you know, just trying to stay active, trying to be that fit boy lifestyle. Anyways, after I left the gym today, it was about 6:54 in the morning, and I had a text from somebody basically saying we were out of milk and like, you know, I should just go to the store and get some since I was already out. And you know what? I was feeling nice. I was like, I'm already out, bet I'll go get milk. And I'm not a giant grocery shopper, okay? Usually we do that thing where like you tell them what they want and then they get it all together for you and you just pull up into the parking spot and they put it in your car, you know? Usually I'm more like that, but I am actually capable of walking in a grocery store. I know I might be the bravest man to ever exist, but yes, the rumors are true. I am not afraid of any grocery stores, which is surprising because I feel like grocery stores are where most bad things tend to happen, okay? Regardless of my irrational fear for, you know, grocery stores, I decided to whip in, and the closest store was just Target, alright, and I knew that they sold milk, so I go into Target, and I'm just doing my thing. It's pretty early in the morning. I'm going in and out the aisles, looking stylish, some James Bond level of swag going in. You've never seen anybody doing grocery shopping better. Regardless, I get to the milk, and I pick up a carton. You know, I'm not really worried about that 2%, 3%. You know how it is, baby. I always give that extra 5%. That was really corny. Wow. I can't believe that came out of my mouth. But you guys get the idea. I just get milk. I'm not too picky about it. And I start walking towards, you know, the checkout area, which is where you go once you've bought what you need to buy. I love how I'm explaining grocery stores to you guys like you guys don't get it. Like, yeah, once you get your stuff, you have to buy it. Thank you. I'm sure you guys are smart enough to figure that out. Anyways, as I'm getting there, I hear a voice behind me that sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on it, all right? And then I turn around, and who is sitting there but my neighbor Karen, okay? For those of you guys who are new to the channel and have never watched this before, there's an entire saga about Karen. Basically, when I got my new house, I had this neighbor named Karen who just despised the fact I was a YouTuber, okay? Like, she found out I was a YouTuber and her son watched me, and her entire point from then on was to basically destroy my life. She tried to get me kicked out. She tried to convince me to delete my channel. Like, this woman was just a witch. And I recognize the voice, and I look back, and I see her, bro. And I don't know if it was just the curse of the gods, you know, or them just wanting to make me suffer, but right when I look back is exactly when she comes around the aisle and we make direct eye contact, right? And you know what Karen should be thinking is like, oh, I've been defeated. I shouldn't keep fighting this, because for those of you who don't know, Karen eventually got so fed up with me that she moved her entire family because I own a YouTube channel. Like, imagine being that much of an angry soccer mom where you're like, someone is doing something they enjoy to make money? Screw that. I need to move my family as far away as possible. You know, just being an absolute nut job. Anyways, obviously, there's more to the story. Otherwise, Karen would have just peacefully walked away. You know, that would have been the smart thing to do. If you take a fat enough L, you shouldn't ask for a rematch. You know, like, I'm just saying, if you get knocked out in 3 seconds, that's a GG. If I single-handedly am annoying enough with my YouTube videos to make you move your family across a city, then you might not want a rematch, all right? Because you took a fat L. Regardless, she looks at me and goes, well, look what we have here. Finally got a real job, and is that why you got to get up early, huh? That stupid YouTube stuff didn't work out? And, you know, I don't know why. I'm in a good mood. I'm up early in the morning. I'm like, you know, Karen, no. Still doing YouTube, you know, just was out and about, needed some milk, just popped into Target to get it. How are you? And I'm smiling the whole time, because that's really the real way to get under somebody's skin. A lot of you guys, you know, will be like, yo, my worst enemy's a jerk. Should I just roast him? Nah, dude, just be nice, because that hurts so much more. Because if you think about it, this woman's entire life changed because she didn't like the fact that I told stories on my YouTube channel, bro. And when she sees me again, all I do is smile and go, hey, my life's going great. How's yours? Like, that hurts more than me being a jerk. And she starts telling me how it's all my fault that her kids had to change schools, and it's all my fault that her, you know, and her husband are fighting, and starts telling me how horrible her life is, which, I mean, look, Basically, what happened is she told me to delete my channel. My channel is my job, all right? Like, I live off the money I make on this channel. I'm not gonna delete it. That's dumb. She decided to then threaten me, and every time she would threaten me, I would just make a video going, my crazy neighbor threatened me, and then she decided to move, bro. It is not my fault that your brain is so tiny, you decided to change your kids' schools when you moved, bro. You're acting like there's not 18 neighborhoods around here where you could have moved and kids could have been in the same school, or you just could have not moved and apologized and not had any beef with your neighbor. Like, it's really not difficult, bro. It's not my fault you broke into my house and would, like, take stuff from my garage, so I made a video talking about it, bro. That's not my business. That's your fault. Regardless, I realize she's just gonna keep complaining, so I say, well, you know what? Have a good day. I hope everything works out. And I go to leave, but I get that's enough. So she looks at me and she goes, oh, are you still driving that dumb car? And you know, I'm not driving that same car anymore. You know, I'm really not. But to humor her, you know, to let the boomer think she wins, I go, yeah, I am driving that car. Why? And she goes, I saw it in the parking lot. It'd be a shame if anything were to happen to it since we're leaving now. Maybe that would teach you a lesson. And I'm like, what? Are you going to do something to my car? And she's like, no, I would never threaten you, but it would be a shame if something were to happen to it. And what you need to understand about Karen and the type of woman she is, she will basically threaten you without threatening you. So what that was in her speak was, I'm going to do something to hurt your car and there's nothing you can do about it. The only problem is, and I didn't mention this to her, I don't drive that car anymore. So the car that she thinks that I'm still whipping in, the one that she parked next to thinking it could be mine, the one that she's potentially gonna, you know, mess with, isn't my car. And, you know, I might be forgiving. I might understand that this woman is simply mentally unhinged and needs some professional help, okay? Maybe she needs to go to the ranch. Maybe Dr. Phil needs to help her. But I feel like any other person who drives that car and walks out to a middle-aged woman beating it with a metal umbrella probably won't be as understanding as me, but I just don't say anything to her, bro. She's still a miserable wench, so I just go, yeah, that would be crappy if anything happened to my car, and I walk away and go to the checkout. Anyways, I go to leave, but I guess they're going to leave too, so we start like walking to the checkout counter awkwardly. She's like 10 feet behind me, and she's very loudly complaining about how much of a jerk I am, you know, like out loud, just, some people think they're so like, you know, just going on about me, and I'm just smiling, you know, walking towards the checkout, because I'm just trying to get my milk and go home, okay? I did not come here to battle to the death with a 45-year-old woman with paper cuts from all the scrapbooks she's been trying to make, all right? That's not my forte. That's not my go-to. That's not my favorite thing to do in the morning, but regardless, you know, hey, if she wants to play nasty and be weird, then, like, that's on her, bro. She's the one ruining her day, dude. Like, if you're gonna just hate people and let it ruin your day all the time, that's on you. It's nobody's fault that you're miserable but you. So whatever, we get to the checkout, and right when we get there, she, like, pushes in front of me to get to the front of the line, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm really not in a rush to get my milk, you know, my dairy needs can wait a little bit. So I'm trying to be nice because I don't want to make a scene in Target, all right? The last thing I want to do is make a scene in Target because I don't want people staring at me in Target, bro. People in Target are judgmental. This isn't Walmart. There aren't people running around with moo-moos and, like, lawnmowers. No, this is a Target, all right? This is where bougie people be shopping. I can't embarrass myself and roast Karen in this type of climate. Who knows how bad that would be for my health? So whatever, she puts her items on the belt and she starts checking out, bro. And the cashier's like, how's your day? And Karen starts telling this cashier about how, like, I'm a thief and she should check my pockets to make sure that I'm not stealing from Target. Which, I mean, look, I get it. Like, you're trying to inconvenience me, but you do realize that I'm not actually stealing anything from the Target, right? Like, I don't really get what her plan is. Even if the woman believed her and said, all right, empty your pockets, I would just empty my pockets and then there would be nothing in them and Karen would look like an absolute clown, but whatever. She starts telling this, you know, cashier how, like, I'm a jerk and I'm probably stealing from the store, and she wouldn't be surprised if, you know, I try to start a fight with the cashier to get some publicity, like, just going in on me, bro. This woman does not like me. I'm not used to being hated, all right? Yeah, there's people who don't like me, and, like, that's life sometimes, but this woman hates me, okay? You ever look in somebody's eyes and realize if they had the chance, they would force feed you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches till your stomach combusted and you just exploded peanut butter and jelly all over a Target? You know, I realize that Karen hates me that much. So whatever, she finally completes her awkward transaction and leaves, bro. So I step up, and as Karen walks out of earshot, the cashier looks at me and she goes, do you know her? And I'm like, yeah, it's a really long story. And she's like, man, I've never had somebody be so adamant that somebody in our store is a terrible person before that lady started talking to me about you. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it be like that sometimes. So she's like, well, you know, it's pretty dead. You're the last person in line. Like, do you want to tell me the story? Now I'm interested, you know? So I'm like, I bet. So I start telling this cashier the story about how I was just kind of vibing, doing my thing, and this lady would do crazy stuff, so I would just make YouTube videos being like, my neighbor's a nut job, because my neighbor was a nut job, you know? No lies here, bro. I only speak facts. Regardless, me and this cashier are talking and laughing, and she's like my age, she's pretty cute, so I asked for her number, and I get her number. So in reality, Karen, you know, you trying to make my awkward milk run to Target terrible didn't really work out, because I just ended up getting a cute girl's number out of it, so thank you for that. But it doesn't end there. You see, when I go to leave, bro, I've got this milk in my hand, no bags, because you know we already saving the turtles out here. I ain't using no plastic unless I have to. Regardless, I get outside, and sitting there, hands on her hips, pouting, folding, like tapping her foot as if I'm the late one, is Karen standing outside the Target with her cart, bro. And so, you know, I'm like walking out, and I try my best to walk past her and ignore her, and she goes, excuse me, and I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, did they check you for anything stolen? And I go, well, no, because I didn't steal anything. Like, I mean, no, I didn't steal. I don't need to steal. I was your neighbor. Theoretically, that would mean, like, I make the same amount of money as you do, so do you steal from Target? Like, I don't understand her reasoning there as to why I would be stealing from Target. Like, that's all I do for fun, you know? Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. And today we're going to be shoplifting from every Target within the Las Vegas metropolitan area. Regardless, she starts lecturing me about how rude I was to her, and I'm like, yeah. I only started being rude once you and your husband threatened to sue me because you broke into my house and stole a water bottle and then act surprised when I was upset that you came into my house without asking, okay? But you know what? Sure, I'm the jerk, whatever. So I go to leave, and she's like, huh, I'd be careful leaving. Watch out for that precious car of yours. And I look at her, and I go, I don't drive that car anymore. I got a new one. And I walk over to my new car, which is like parked right within her eyesight, and I get in and drive away, dude. And the look on her face when I got into a different car than the one that I used to drive was pretty priceless, all right? I didn't stay around to ask questions or anything, but one can only assume that Karen did something to some poor guy who happened to be at Target at 6 in the morning car thinking it was mine. So if you're watching this and you're in the Las Vegas area, you know, and you drive like a midnight blue BMW, okay, and your tires got slashed, that's my bad, all right? Maybe I shouldn't have told her that I drove the same car, so that's kind of on me. I apologize. Real talk, though, I didn't realize that a mentally unhinged woman would probably go to try to do something to my car in the parking lot of a Target, because that's just not something that normal people have to deal with, all right? On that note, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed my little morning rendezvous in Target. As soon as this happened, I was like, boy, I gotta update the squad, you know? Karen was back with a vengeance. I really hope that's the last time I see her, and you know, maybe she'll catch some charges for messing with cars in the Target parking lot, but you never know. Real quick, though, Izzy's little brother, okay? You need to go outside and skate with your sister, all right? You need to get out there and get a little bit of exercise. This does just go to all of you, dude. I get DMs all the time being like, yo, when I play Rainbow Six Siege for 17 hours straight, I listen to your videos. And, like, I appreciate the support, but you guys should take care of yourselves, all right? Listening to my stories is dope, but, you know, I would rather you guys be physically healthy. So maybe instead of watching, like, 2 of my story times, you just watch 1 and you go outside, you go do something, take care of yourself. That's more important. I want you guys to stay healthy. But on that note, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Press the like button, comment down below, turn on notifications. If you're new and you turn on those notifications, send a screenshot to my Instagram, which is @Scrubby. I give a notification shout out every day. Today's notification shout out goes to Jelly037. Big thank you for having on notifications. I do appreciate you. Other than that, be sure to check out the No Joke, No Scam merch. It is very swag-tastic. Use code Scrubby for a discount in the G Fuel store. And now that I've got those plugs out of the way, it's time for the good, the only finale. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'm gonna go to Target now and fight with more soccer moms and just see how many millions of dollars in damages I can cause to the cars in the parking lot. See you guys next time with another video. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I'm out. Peace.